Hey guys, I'm driving home in the Model X, and this is kind of a risky video, so I can't look at the screen too much. Because the vehicle is so new, it takes about 15 miles, maybe 20 miles for it to calibrate basically self-calibrate the autopilot system, so I can't turn it on autopilot or use cruise control yet. Even though it would be really convenient to do so. But I mean, except for test driving a Model X like a year and a half ago, I haven't driven one. So I'm feeling some differences. First of all, just the way I'm sitting, like, yeah, this is definitely an SUV. There's so much space. And then, of course, the open airiness of the screen is just unreal. I still think that the tinted part comes down kind of far, but I'm sure that will be kind of handy when there's sun there. Hold on, I gotta make sure. Local express. No, I think I wanna. Well, I hope I'm on the right freeway. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna switch to a. Well, let's see. Is there anything else? No, yeah, like headroom. Oh yeah, and then audio. So at first I wasn't gonna record anything. I was like, oh, I'm on the freeway. You're not gonna be able to hear me at all. And then I realized, like, the Model X is so much quieter than, I don't know about the new Model S's, but definitely than my 2015. There would have been so much noise going on here. So I'm assuming this audio is actually coming out okay. But yeah, it seems like it is. All right, I'm going to switch to a different view. Well, let's just look at the screen here. Now, keep in mind, I'm not driving through my phone. I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at the cars in front of me. So, that aside, one thing I noticed just right off the bat is that this display, the dash display, is much crisper. It seems like. I don't know if this is a higher resolution display now or something. And related to that, I did get confirmation that my MCU, which is the Media Control Unit, I think that's what that stands for, is the upgraded one. So check out this map action. If I do this, it's so responsive and fast. Not quite as fast as the Model 3 is, but that has a smaller screen. But yeah, so that's really awesome. Also, the navigation is a different voice. I don't know if you remember, like, the transition that Google did when their navigation voice, it went from like a kind of choppy, and then like it's almost like the person behind it matures. It's usually a little bit lower voice. That's what it sounds like. I mean, the original Model S navigation voice, it sounds fine, but it's lower. The voice is lower. It's much more smooth. It's kind of like going. It's from going from something like this, turn left now, to something like turn left in 100 feet. It's almost a little too. That's a little too weird. But anyway, so that's another thing I noticed. The bright white. I got to do some other shots here. It's just really bright in here. Pretty happy with that. The rear view mirror seems smaller, and it's not a brick. It's actually thinner than the original Model S ones. I don't know if the new Model S ones still have the brick. What else? The steering wheel looks smaller, but I don't think it is. I'll have to measure, but I think it's just because the car feels bigger. I think that's it for now, so, whoops, sorry about that.
In 1 mile, take exit 59A on the right onto Interstate 90 east towards Skyway, Indiana Toll Road.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but that was like a silky smooth navigation voice right there. Also the acceleration, so this is a 100D vehicle. It doesn't have performance, anything, but I can feel that at the top of the battery, we're at 85%. At the top of the battery, there's definitely more juice than in my 70. Not a ton more, but I can, and maybe it's just because it's a new battery, I don't know. But let's see. I think that's it for now. I mean, I was gonna say I'm driving right now with some sun, but the sun's no longer there. That looks really dark in the camera. It's not actually that dark. That looks like, you know, Uber video dark.
Now take exit 59A on the right.
Looks like I just missed my exit. Alright, I should probably go. More coming. Okay, here it is. I'm on my way home. I was just in Chicago. Traveled like 3.5 hours, I guess, to pick this thing up. So, just like every other blue Model X you've seen, yeah. A couple of exterior things that I didn't know. So the push sensors in these handles are at the tips. So, I mean, you can push there, but, you know. The other thing is, up here, apparently that's actually touch capacitive, so that, you know, as it's going up, you can actually push on it and it'll stop. The other thing is, that I didn't know, is there's that lip right there. That lip, which goes around all of the door, is called a pinch rim or pinch sensor, and that's what prevents it from you know, pinching something when it's closing. So, and you can actually pinch it while the door is moving if you want it to stop. But anyway, here's what everybody wants to see, which is the middle. So I have the 7 configuration. The back seats are down right now, but ooh, it is bright. And so these ones, they will fold. Let's see, there's a button back here. Yeah, they'll do that, and you can pull it forward. There's a button there. Goes back. They also slide. Try to get in here. Okay. So you can slide them. Oh, there it is. There we go. There's a lever there. So it will slide forward, slide backwards, and then it also... Oh, it's already tipped. Is it tipped back? I'm not sure if it's tipped back or not. Let me see. Let's put it back. I'm pretty sure. I know they lean back somehow. Guess I'm gonna have to figure that out once I'm home. Ah, there we go. Wow, that goes pretty far back. Here, I'll hold this level. Yeah. Compared to the, there's the upright one. So let's... It's a little difficult to do with just one hand. I have not sat back here yet with the... Whoa. Well, we're stuck now. Lots of headroom. Look at that. Oh. Yeah, lots of headroom. Not so much in the middle seat. I also have this recline, but I guess I could sit here at least for a while. I guess you can't see too well there, but yeah. And there's the famous view. Pretty cool. Definitely, yeah, it's definitely an SUV. So, yeah. Crazy. Oh look, the light still has the plastic on it. How do you like that? Now it's official. Here's one other thing I noticed. The windshield is so wide, and when you wear polarized glasses, I don't know if I can show it, and it's hard to tell, but you know when you wear polarized glasses and it changes kind of the color of things? I noticed that this windshield does that, probably because it's so curved and it's so wide that you actually get some color distortion. But that's only if you're wearing like coated sunglasses. It's not like you know, just looking through the windshield. Another thing that's really interesting is the charging speed. So I got here, I don't know, somewhere around 50% or something, but look at this. I am at 88% and I'm still getting 41 kilowatts. The model, my 70D, I've noticed I was charging like last week when I was doing the tire test, and even when my vehicle was at 50% or something, I was only getting I think it was down to like 66 kilowatts or something power. So I don't know why it's so low. I mean, I thought you should be getting, I don't know, higher than that, farther. So here I'm at 88% and still getting 40 kilowatts. So yeah, this vehicle definitely uses more energy. It's 44 degrees out, slight breeze, but dry conditions, and I am averaging 400 watt hours per mile with stock tires. Probably with the Model S, I'd probably be somewhere around 320, something like that. So as Bjorn says, it's a thirsty vehicle. Alright, this is going to be a first test of Autopilot 2 now. And again, I'm not driving through the camera, I'm just holding it in front of me. So here we go. Now, I had to drive this thing like, I don't know, 30 or 40 miles before it actually started detecting the lines. And then, once it started detecting the lines, then it would do, you know, like the lane departure warnings, where in the Model S, the steering wheel will vibrate. In the Model X, it feels like the steering wheel is like wobbling. It's just a different feel. But anyway, and then auto cruise control would work, because I guess it had calibrated its stuff, but I couldn't turn auto steer on because you have to enable that and, you know, read the disclaimers and all that while it's parked. So I hadn't done that. So far, okay, we're going in between the ping-ponging a little bit here, but so far so good. I'm gonna have it do a lane change. Oh, yeah, that's very decisive. Pretty good. Okay, now we've got no follow car. And with Autopilot 2, it still does not, so the blind spot warning works, but it doesn't show a display of the car next to you, which seems like a pretty simple thing. I mean, if the car, you know, so I'm not sure why that's not enabled yet, but whatever. Alright, so far pretty good. No major issues. And the word is on the street right now that AP2 is at the level of AP1 now. They're basically at parity. Musk recently retweeted a tweet where somebody was asking him, or I should say responded to a tweet. Somebody asked, you know, when should I upgrade my AP1 to AP2? And he said now. Of course, he would probably always say that, but that's kind of a subtle way of saying it's at feature parity. Also, just based on the videos that have come out recently about AP2 being just much more smooth now, and just subjectively now, I have quite a bit of experience with AP1. This is my first time with AP2, and so far, just on freeway driving, it's about the same. So that's good. That was one of the things I I held out for, well, not really held out for, but I guess helped convince me to procrastinate before getting a Model X is waiting for AP2 to kind of catch up. And it's definitely taken a lot longer for that to happen than anticipated. Yeah, so far going good. Finally back home. Again, here it is. Ta-da!
Oh, he didn't see. Say car. Car. A new car. I put my foot on the brake, is that why?
Yeah, it closes it when you put your foot on the brake.
Oh, I didn't realize there were skylights back there too. Can you get it where it's completely glass?
No, because you need motor. You need the
Okay, for
falcon
some reason
wing
I was
doors
thinking that was
motor.
a thing, but
The S does. The S has all glass.
that's what it is.
Don't fall.
It's really hard to give a sense of this thing, you know, just with a camera. But yeah, it's definitely cool. All right, so I'm not sure what else to say about it, except that it's really cool. So gonna have to do some videos about it, just features and quirks and stuff like that. Oh yeah, one thing I was gonna mention, I noticed with here's something I use all the time with Autopilot on the S, but it's not here. Not because it's a Model X, it's just in general. So this is the cruise control thing, and there's no button here. It's, you just push it forward or backward, up or down. But on the S, yeah, there you go. On the S, I have a button there, which is unique to, I don't know when they switched it out to the new ones, but I use that all the time for canceling and starting Autopilot. So I have to get used to actually, instead of just pushing the button, you know, flipping it backwards or forwards. Minor thing, I can get used to it, but yeah, it is something that you have to get used to. Definitely glad I went with blue. It's really pretty, especially in person. The tires look bigger in real life than they are. I mean, they look proportional to the vehicle, so you kind of forget how big they are, but they look nice. And these are going to end up being probably our winter tires through the referral program. Thanks to all you that use my referral link. I will be getting the, what are the upgraded ones? There's I think they're the 22-inch or 21? No, I think they're 22, 2-inch. I don't remember what kind of tire it is, but basically sport rims and stuff. So since I'll have two sets of rims, I'll use the sport ones for the summer, and then I'll use used ones for winter tires next winter when I have to get them. But I mean, actually, this is actually pretty good tread, so maybe I won't need winter tires. I don't know. I guess I'll see. All right, let's see what happens. Well, nothing broke. I wonder if we can force it to go up, though. I think we're doing okay. Where's the switch? Hold on. All right, let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's fine with the garage door. That's nice. Boy. Yeah, that's much easier to get in. All right, let's close it. No problems. This isn't even that close, so. And once our giant boxes are gone, yeah, we'll have room on both sides.